Some of the most damaging moments in relationships don't happen because people don't love each other. They happen because people are trying to protect themselves at the same time. Trying to be right, trying to be understood first, trying to not feel blamed, trying to not feel small. And when two people are protecting their ego at the same time, well, communication breaks down. It stops being about connection and starts being about being defensive, really. And so today we're going to talk about humility and the role that humility plays in helping couples to connect. Humility is not weakness, and it's not about shrinking yourself or losing your voice. But really, it is one of the most powerful virtues and skills that can be built in order to build unity in long-term relationships and in long-term marriages. My name is Coach Adrian, and my collaborator, Coach Suzanne, and myself have created this series on the sacred side of communication in order to explore the inner qualities that shape how couples repair, listen, forgive, and grow together. This is episode number 3. Communication is not just about words. It is about the state of the heart from which those words are spoken. And what I would like for you to think about as you are watching this episode is the following. Do you sometimes feel a strong pull to prove your point before you fully even understand your partner's experience? No judgment. This is a human instinct. And humility in communication does not mean that you don't matter. It means that the relationship matters as well. And humility allows space for two people to exist at the same time. Your experience is real, and your partner's experience is real too, even when they don't match. And one of the biggest misunderstandings when it comes to humility is that people think that it means surrendering your power. But that's not what real humility is about. Real humility is emotional strength because it requires you to stay open while feeling vulnerable, to stay curious while feeling misunderstood, and to stay grounded while your ego wants to react. So humility may sound like this. Help me understand how that felt for you. I may not be seeing the full picture yet, or I didn't realize how that impacted you. I want us to solve this together and not win an argument. When you are able to have a humble posture when you're communicating with your partner and to develop that quality of your heart, you will learn to lower the emotional temperature. And when the emotional temperature lowers, safety will rise. So another element that is very powerful and linked to humility is your ability to own the impact that you are making. Sometimes, even when your intention was good, you may be contributing to a challenging dynamic. And it's so natural to want to defend our intention and to be stuck in wanting to defend what our intention was. But relationships heal when people acknowledge the impact. So for example, I didn't mean to hurt you often feels dismissive to your partner, even though you mean it. Instead, try, I see that I hurt you and I'm sorry about that. That creates emotional safety. So letting go of the need to correct every detail is also part of how humility can be expressed in your marriage and in your relationship. Sometimes connection matters more than getting it right or being precise. And if you pause and think about it, most relationship challenges are not about the facts, they're about the emotional meaning behind those facts. Do I matter to you? Do you respect me? Do you consider me? Do you care how I feel? And with humility, we can answer those questions without needing to say them directly. So another way that humility manifests itself in your relationship can be your willingness to learn from your partner. Even if you don't fully agree, even if you see things differently, with humility we can say there's something for me to learn here. I can always grow from any situation. So if you're listening and wondering, how does one develop that capacity or how to even begin, again, as always, we have this Accordia communication mirror as a tool to help you track and grow how capacities and how qualities of the heart also develop over time in your relationship. It'll help you ask questions and to notice patterns. Like, are we listening to understand? Are we trying to repair when we miss each other emotionally? Do we harden or soften when tensions arise? And it's these simple questions, reflecting on these simple questions periodically and regularly, that will help you to truly grow as a couple. Another powerful humility practice is learning to pause before responding. So you're not suppressing yourself. You're not avoiding sharing how you feel, but you're giving yourself, your nervous system, time to stay in connection mode instead of jumping into survival and correcting mode. And sometimes the most humble response is, I want to answer that well. Can I take a minute to think? Because perhaps you haven't been able to fully formulate how you feel and to articulate your thoughts in a way that will bear unity. That's emotional maturity. It's not weakness. Not always having an answer is not weakness. It's part of what we need to continuously strive to develop. Letting go of the need to be the more reasonable partner, the better partner, the one who always has an answer. Because relationships are not a competition in emotional intelligence. It's a partnership in emotional growth. So, this is where it is important for you to make sure that you don't feel alone. Because every couple faces these moments of crisis, of ego, and stress creates ego, and fear creates ego. And it's easy for people to feel unseen as well. And so it's okay if you haven't figured it all out just yet. Ultimately, you are committed to developing those qualities of your heart because you're watching this video and you're committed to try to learn and to do better, and that's beautiful. Remember, humility is not about becoming a smaller person. It is about making the relationship bigger, especially in moments of challenges. And when couples seek to continuously practice humility, they learn to repair faster. Trust grows deeper, safety becomes stronger, and love becomes more stable over time. In the next episode of the Sacred Side of Communication series, we're going to talk about something many people struggle with, and that is how to communicate when you're wounded, when your heart is hurt. How do you communicate in a way that still manages to preserve unity and the well-being of your couple and of your relationship? Because sometimes you still love your partner, but you're hurt, you're guarded, you're careful. And you need a way to communicate without shutting down, without lashing out. And so if you want to learn how to communicate in a way that continuously protects and nurtures your bond, especially when it's tense and emotionally challenging moments, stay with us. Let's continue to learn together through the Accordia way so that we can help couples grow together with courage, with compassion, and with unity, one step at a time. Thank you for your trust, and see you in the next episode.